Early Republic quiz. Number 1. Which of the following was not a precedent set by President George Washington? Which one was not a precedent? A. He created a cabinet to advise him on the issues. B. He left after only 2 terms in office. C. He asked to be called His Majesty at his official title. Which one of those is not correct? Number 2. In George Washington's farewell address, he warned the United States about 2 problems to stay away from in the future. What were they? So choose 2 of them. So what were 2 things Washington warned about? A. Judicial review. B. Political parties. C. Other countries' conflicts or wars. What did Washington warn about? Number 3. George Washington believed in a policy of blank concerning dealing with other countries and their issues. Did Washington believe in a policy of A. Neutrality, B. Sedition, C. Precedence? 4. The blank proved America's strength and that it could face a crisis and not tolerate uprisings. Which one of these rebellions have we learned about? A. Shays' Rebellion, B. Turner's Rebellion, C. Whiskey Rebellion. Number 5. Alexander Hamilton's biggest challenge was to reduce the large national blank after the Revolutionary War. A. Tariff, B. Debt, C. Banks. Now we're going to match these up. Use each one once. The words over here are foreign policy, neutrality, precedent, tariff, domestic policy, political party, cabinet. A. An action taken for the first time. Will that be 6. Foreign policy, 7. Neutrality, 8. Precedent, 9. Tariff. B. People who give the president advice. Will that be 9. Tariff, 10. Domestic policy, 11. Political party, 12. Cabinet. C. Deals with issues happening outside the U.S. Is that 6. Foreign policy, 7. Neutrality, 8. Precedent, 9. Tariff. D. A group of people with similar ideas about government. Similar ideas about government. Is that 9. Tariff, 10. Domestic policy, 11. Political party, 12. Cabinet. E. Deals with the issues happening in the United States. Inside. 9. Tariff, 10. Domestic policy, 11. Political party, 12. Cabinet. F. A policy where a country does not get involved in foreign conflicts. Does not get involved in foreign wars. Is that foreign policy, neutrality, precedent, tariff? And G. A tax placed on imported goods. Is that a tariff, domestic policy, political party, or cabinet? Number 13. What phrase completes this excerpt? 'Tis our true policy to steer clear of blank with any portion of the foreign world so far, I mean, as we are now at liberty to do, but in my opinion, it is unnecessary and would be unwise to extend them. So he wants to steer clear of blank with anyone else in the world. A. Colonial settlements. B. Protective tariffs. C. Permanent alliances. not D. 14. The Whiskey Rebellion challenged the idea that A. The federal government had the power to pass and enforce tax laws. B. A national military was needed for dealing with foreign threats. Or C. The federal government could raise tariffs to protect industries. Number 15. According to Alexander Hamilton, which action was necessary to ensure that stability of the nation's economy? What did Hamilton do to help with the nation's economy? Did he B. The abolition of consumption taxes? So it's not A. C. The creation of a trade alliance with France. D. The establishment of a national bank. 16. Which problem did George Washington encounter when he became president? What was his first problem? A. Southern states were threatening to secede from the Union. B. The United States had large debts from the American Revolution. C. Great Britain was refusing to trade with the United States. Which one of those was George Washington's first problem? Number 17. The great rule of conduct for us in regard to foreign nations is in extending our commercial relations to have them as little political connection as possible. So far as we have already formed engagements, let them be fulfilled. With perfect good faith, here let us stop. So he wants them to stop doing something. Which of the following is the source of this statement on foreign policy? What is this from? A. George Washington's farewell address. B. The Monroe Doctrine. C. Abraham Lincoln's first inaugural address, not D.